I choose to speak to you today about the day of the fire and the weeks that followed. Only because when I think about my dad, I don't smile and remember the good times. I cry. Because the memory of him is forever tainted with the way that he died. He deserved better than that. The morning of November 8th, 2018, I saw the smoke near Paradise, California. I wasn't sure what it was. It looked like fog to me. I don't live too far away. I checked the news, and I saw that there was a small fire in Paradise. This was still early in the morning. I called my dad, who lived there, to check on him. I called him, and he didn't answer. My guess is that he was probably still sleeping. I left a frantic message, and 2 minutes later, he called me back. I could hear wind and popping, and his 14 chihuahuas barking. I spoke to him one last time, and the fire was already there. I heard the fear in his voice, though he tried to assure me that he was okay. Later, I would find out that his neighbors had left 20 minutes earlier and barely escaped with their lives. I had no idea how big the fire was at this time or what devastation was to come. I told my dad to go out and see if he could see any firemen, and then I told him to come back inside and call me right back. I will never get that call. My dad died that day, probably minutes after I spoke to him. My voice was the last thing he heard, saying I love you. We shared a few texts in the next 5 minutes after our call. His last text to me was, "I'm okay for now. Pray." And he said that he loved me. I continued to send texts through the next day and into the next morning. The last one I sent was telling him that I loved him, and I can't imagine how scary this all was and is for him, and that I was looking for him, and that I would find him. The weeks that followed were filled with DNA samples, crushing guilt, fleeting bits of hope that eventually gave way to heartbreak, followed by FEMA and finality, crying every day, triggered by videos of the fire. Remember, I still live in the area. Love to smell the smoke for days and look into the faces of people who lost their homes. I would break down in the middle of the grocery store or a restaurant because all anyone was talking about was the fire and how thankfully they all made it out alive. Eventually, I had to give in and admit that I needed help. The doctor prescribed me pills for nightmares and advised I see someone for PTSD, none of which helped. My brother had not been in touch with my dad for years leading up to the fire, and now they'll never get a chance to catch up and be father and son. My dad would tell me that I was his person, and that everyone needed somebody and that I was his. I would make sure he was okay. He didn't have internet, so when he had problems or questions about his medications or things his doctor had told him, I would research it for him. I would let him know that he was not alone. Call and visit on holidays and birthdays. My dad was very much a part of my life, and I was his person. Maybe hearing my story, knowing my dad's last moments, PG&E can share in the guilt I feel, share in some of the nightmares, and let's be honest, they come in the middle of the day, and share in the sadness, knowing this all could have been avoided. Maybe my dad's story can serve as a reminder of what is actually important. And it's not money, it's family and love. And they stole that from me. My dad is dead. burned alive along with his 14 best friends, his 14 chihuahuas. No walking me down the aisle. No watching my brother's daughter grow up. No meeting future grandchildren. Done. My brother and I have lost our dad in a horrible way. Gone forever. My dad was 63 years old. There's no rebuilding for us. There's no looking for the future. Our tragedy is final. And we're unsure which is worse, pain of what happened or the ache for what never will. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stewart.